Hey everyone, it's Brandy. You're watching Abstract Crafter. Today I'm coming to you with my updated supply video. A lot has changed since I first started my channel, and I have kind of moved things around, started using things, stopped using things, added things in, taken things out. You get the drift. So I thought the best place to start would be my working caddy. So this sits on my desk. It's stuff I use on every diamond painting. So I love these green trays, and I yeah, let's see here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 just of these ones. And I like these for, I just like them for a lot of things. So they don't hold a whole lot, but they do the job well, and I can work with multiple colors at once with these, and I don't worry about them spilling out when I shake them. Ooh. Then we have the Sharpies, because I use those a lot for my labels. I have the Pick Me Up pen, which you saw me refill. I have my daughter's pen, because this is the one she likes to use. Oh, no, this one is, sorry. This one has got the 6-placer on it, in case for some reason I ever decide I want to use a 6-placer. It probably won't ever, so I'll probably put that away. Then, of course, we got Faceless Fred. I couldn't do it without him. He is my #1 confidant. I have my 2 Who Can tweezers and my Ever Moment tweezers. I'm not going to use these until I have to. There's my 3 mini tweezers that I used to use. They don't do much. They're really good at, like, because they're flat, they're really good at, like, getting stuff off the canvas, like dog hair, fuzzies, stuff like that. I don't really use them all that much anymore. And it's a good thing that I am doing this. My scissors, of course you need scissors. I use these for everything, so many things. Cutting open bags, cutting papers, things like that. One of my measuring tapes, I have several. I don't really like this one because the one, it's probably right there, but as you can see, look at how crooked that is. I can't trust that, so I always start on 2. So sometimes my measurements get messed up. And then I have a little bit of the blue tack right here, in case I want to use it and not refill from the Pick Me Up pen. So yeah, this caddy changes quite often depending on whatever I need it for that day. And here's my little thing of pink wax. This is still only the second one I've ever opened. It's almost gone finally, and it's still really good. It's nice and tacky still. And then from when I refilled my Pick Me Up pan, I am still working out of this pan. I don't think I'll ever need anything else besides these 2. And then this is a tray I got from my Ever Moment unboxing. I've just been keeping it around to have. It's nice to have a bigger tray sometimes on hand when I don't need one of those. My typical working tray, though, is this one. I use this just about every time. It's nice not to have to refill my tray over and over. And I got this from a toolkit that is linked down below in my description box at all times. And then I showed these in my first supply video, but I still use them. These are for, oh look at, I got my hand wet. Sorry. These are like when I'm dumping out a bag of drills and you find a random color in there. This is all the randoms. I haven't really collected all that many, surprisingly. I have one for squares and one for rounds. No need to mix them. This is still from the very beginning. I have saved maybe all but 1 or 2 paintings. This is the round rejects. It's pretty full. Let's take the top off. I don't know why I find it so fascinating to look back at all this garbage, but I do. I'll give it a little stir. It's just kind of interesting to see every once in a while, and I'm a hoarder, and my OCD dictates that I do this now. Thank you, OCD. And then we have one for squares as well. Pretty soon I'm going to have to, you can see this one's really almost full. I'm going to have to move up to the bigger one. You can really see some gross ones. You get a lot worse garbage in the squares than you do with the rounds, like big holes and stuff. See, I am completely and utterly obsessed with garbage. And they are probably all stuck in my nails now. Not too bad. So yeah, every time I do a project, I keep its own garbage tray, and then I dump them in there at the end. Turn that autofocus off. Like, for example, I had been working on my Huracan butterfly, and I had to stop. And so here's the garbage I've collected so far from that. And when that project is done, and I've showed this to you, it'll join the rest of it. I have another one for the Tell Me Stories that I'm working on. And you can see that it's a lot of dark colors. This was part of their old inventory, which is why there's so much more garbage than, say, one of my newer ones. Let's see. So, let's move this stuff out of the way and bring in some more stars. Don't need the Caddy right now. So, this is what I use to bag up projects, is just some Great Value sliders. I have a few random mix of different sizes in here, depending on if it's a really small project with only a few, like 7 or 8 colors. Obviously, you don't want to waste a whole gallon-size bag. And then this is like all old storage that I had used in the past, like my glass bottles. If I, for some reason, never fill those up, I have these. I think they're really cute. They have magnifying tops on them, which might be actually useful, like if I'm doing a diamond painting and I, need it or something. See? It might be nice, or if I had really tiny beads, if I was like doing some jewelry making or something. So I have them, and this is the way I used to store my leftovers, which is why they all have numbers on them, and you may remember this from a different videos. Some of them said square, and if they didn't say the SQ, I can't find one, like right here. It was round. I was going to do a round stickers for round and square stickers for square. I just never got that far. I did on some of them put it on the front too. These are obsolete, so if anyone is looking for a bunch of these type of containers, email me at abstract.crafter@gmail.com. I'll be happy to mail them out to you. Don't leave it in the comments, because I probably won't see it. And then I even say, like, this was from one time and I just needed to buy some spare drills, and I thought the container was cute, so I kept it. I don't know. Usually they send it in a baggie. But yeah, I have quite a few of these, and I switched my storage, so I obviously don't need them. So this is all storage that is no longer in use. These are glass too. They're really cute. I love them. And then, it's a little out of order, sorry. This is how I store my projects. This is an unboxing that you have not seen yet. Don't know if you've seen this unboxing. You can see how nice they are in their bag. And then there's my Ever Moment. So yeah, they all get, there's my wedding custom. There is Swan Hearts review. I wrote review so I could remember that it's, I was doing that for a review. I have, and these are just projects that either haven't got put away in permanent haven't been kitted up to be worked on, or are too big and I don't have the right storage for it. And then over here, that is a special project that you probably already seen, and I'm too late, but that's a special project I'm working on. There is the extra, this is like the bin that's not mine, you know, like all this stuff are working projects. This is a special project. This is one that will never get worked because it's from that company that shall not be named. It's a really badly done dragon. And this was Sylvanas 0.1 or 1.0, and all the spare drill, or the only drills that I got sent, are the 4 colors. And so now they're all extra beads, and if I ever run out of one of the 4 colors, I have plenty. And then I keep all my washi tape in here. As you know, I use washi tape on just about every canvas, unless the glue doesn't go over very far, and I have had a couple. I did find that these ones here from Hobby Lobby don't work as well. They kind of peel up very easily. And these ones from Scotch, work just a little bit better. I do have a couple. So these ones are from Hobby Lobby. I have a couple in here from Michael's that work a little bit better. I don't know. These ones are just holiday ones that I'm saving for card making, so they probably won't get used. But I just wanted to keep them all in the same place. So that's that. So let's put this stuff away. So these are my projects that are waiting to be kitted. And now I do have some that are already kitted. Let me grab those. If it can fit into one of these or the other ones that I'm about to show you, then they can go in here. This is for Roly Poly that my daughter Haley is working on. This is for one that you have not seen yet, and these are actually from this kit. And you have not seen this one yet either. Maybe you have. I don't know when this video will come out in the rotation, but I just want to say, look at this. Is really satisfying. Oh, that's all the same color. So those are for 2 other kits that I have. And then this is the 4 Seasons 4-pack that I had got. I still have winter and spring left to do. So I just kitted them together because you can see these are written in green. These are written in blue. That was my way of separating them. And we're going to pause while I grab the other storage. Alright, so let's move these back out of the way. Now this one you've seen in one of my craft hauls. I haven't got a chance to try it out, but I have been warned that they're not good. And that they have a tendency to buckle and diamonds can come out the sides. So I will watch for that, and if I see any that tend to be problem child, I probably just won't use them. But they're a good size, and I really genuinely think I'm going to like them, but I haven't found just that right kit to use them yet. I have a couple in mind. So, this I got at Walmart. Not a fan. It's got 424 in it, but the caps, there's one I know, I just don't know which one it is. This one is really loose, so even if I tighten it, it never stops tightening. Well, maybe that's not the one. Maybe it wants to make a liar out of me. There's one, though, that just keeps on screwing. That's not really something you want to put your drills in, you know. Or maybe, I don't know. This was $9 at Walmart, though. They also have the same style system at Hobby Lobby for 10 bucks. Then I have, a mini version of this that I got at Michael's. And these ones aren't very good either. And I did pay about 10 bucks for these too. One of these, I know I said it in the last one, I wasn't able to find it. See, yeah, it just pops right off and it never tightens. It'll tighten a little bit, but then you'll go to grab it out and, yeah. Because they're a little you know, they're tight in there, so sometimes they can be hard to pull out. And then I have the stack, which I like a lot. I use this for anything that has 8 or less, or I don't know, extras for this one. So I can add an additional 8 onto the 24 if I need be. Look at that weird shine that's given off. That's so strange. And then I have my favorite. This is especially good for traveling. There's 28 of these. I have this linked down in the description box. I have these linked down in the description box, but I did find these at Michael's for $5. So check your Michael's. They're under different brand names. And so these used to hold 4 seasons, but as I only needed 15 of them, which is about, I got 12, yeah, was just this many. I had all of those extra, and them 3 weren't enough for a different kit. This is really nice for travel because you have to push to open it. It doesn't, you know, some of them will just flip up, but most of them you have to push and flip, and so they stay nice and locked. The only problem with them is that they do fall over like that a lot, so they can kind of be annoying when you're trying to grab a row and then it flips back, and if you have freshly painted nails, it's really annoying. But then it locks here too. So this is my favorite. I love these ones. They're probably neck and neck for me as far as storage, and this holds 28. And then, well known to you guys, are these ones, my Condiment Cups. So we have these ones that are 5.5, and they can hold 75 bags of the 200 count. They're nice and big. The caps on these ones tend to break easier. They're thinner than these smaller ones. So I have these ones here, and the lip is a little bit smaller, but the caps fit a little nicer. These are 2 ounces. I got these at Walmart. This was $3. This was $3. So well worth it. You get 50 of these in a pack for $3. I got these ones here are from the Dollar Tree, and they hold 2 ounces. Sometimes they'll say 2.2 ounces on them. They also hold 2 ounces though. I haven't really measured how many bags I can really get into that, but it's probably a little less than half of that. The only thing, I like these lids better than these lids, because these lids, like I said, as with the big ones, break easy. But these ones have that little bit of writing on there, so putting stickers on them isn't really easy, but it makes getting stickers off a lot easier. Whereas these ones are nice and flat and have no writing on them, so you can easily get 2 stickers on them. But sometimes the caps don't fit really well the first time around, and you've got to really force them on, and they have a tendency to buckle on you like that. But you get 10 of them for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So ultimately, the ones from Walmart are a better deal, but what can you do? Sometimes Walmart, not sometimes, a lot of the times Walmart is sold out of these, and I can't get them. So I have to go with what I can get. So that is my storage. Let's move on to my my other supplies. I'm actually going to pause, clear this all out, and we'll start with that. So I know I'm talking really fast, but I got a lot of stuff to get through in a short amount of time without making this video an hour. Everyday ruler that I like to use. This has made quite a few appearances in my videos, and now it's on the floor. My toothbrush that I use for cleaning up diamond paintings and getting all the crud out. That's how dirty it's gotten just from cleaning out diamond paintings. Yum! Want to put that in your mouth? Baby wipes. Must have for when I don't feel like running to the sink. The ones I like to use, one and done. They're really thick. They have very light smell. They leave no residue, and they take care of the oil really quickly. I don't really like using this method because it's not all that easy to get them off. But, you know, they work and they smell awesome. And there's all my extra trays that I have, besides the little ones, and there's a lot. Some of you might remember this from the first supply video. This has changed a lot. Here's my rolling pin. Got this at a thrift store for $1. This is what I use when I'm done with a painting. So, step 1 is using the rolling pin and flattening them down. Step 2 is cleaning them. Step 3 is framing. Most of them haven't made it to step 3. So, in here is my 2 sets of labels. Those are the ones from Evermoment. I have them ones, and then I have the circles. So depending on its use, I have these baggies, which I use when we get to the storage. You'll see they're used. These are for bigger storing. And then these are the ones that I use for my book. And these are just extra baggies. I told you I'm a hoarder. That's just, I had one left of the last package. Here's every single sparkly pen I have gotten, whether it be from Diamond Dots or from Huacan. Scale, I use this in a video that will be coming up. We'll just stick with pens. These are the short drill pens. These are the tall drill pens. These are all my extras. I don't use them. I use Fred. These are all extra baggies. More extra baggies. And then in here, we have all the extra 9 drill placers. When I get them, if they're already on the pen, I just take them off. Here's all the crappy old tweezers. I'll probably donate these somewhere someday. Here is all the 3 placers, and there's a 6 placer in there as well. Because I didn't want to make a baggie for just one 6 placer. Now, if I take that one off of the other one, then it'll get its own baggie. Here's all the extra grippies. See, I even keep the dirty ones. Stupid. This is from a Diamond Dot, and this one is from... That's from a Diamond Dot, that's from Evermoment. These 2 are from Huacan, and these 4 are from Diamond Dots. Alright, my extra Loctite. I do like this stuff. I'm still looking to get that Aliens. This here is the best pen if you have a bald spot on your canvas and you need to put a drill down. The tip on this is nice and fine, and it puts just a little dot of glue down, just like that, just enough. You just put it down, you give it a couple seconds. Even if it's wet, it'll still hold, and it holds the diamonds in place nice. So that is Elmer's Craft Bond Fine Line Glue Pen. You can find these at Walmart or any craft store. Okay, these are the dryer sheets I use. No dyes or perfumes. That's the best ones. I haven't needed them a lot. When winter comes back around, I will need them a lot more. I still have a ton, and I even have some already cut up and ready. I thought I had even smaller ones at one point, but I think I finally used them up. This is everything to do with wax. These first 2 are Diamond Dot ones that have not been used. And these are ones that have been used. Some of these I doubled up. I took them out of here and put them and just added them. Now these are all the different sizes. These are the big square chunks that come just in squares, and these are even bigger squares. These are the rectangle, small, or large, I mean. And I have them separated by color because I was that bored one day. These are just those rectangles. These are the more traditional ones you get, and there's more squares because I ran out of space in there. I don't know what I'm going to do when I can no longer shove it in here anymore. So that's that. When we come back, we're going to move on to permanent storage of beads and how I hang my diamond paintings and store my diamond paintings, both unfinished and finished. I figured might as well start with some odds and ends before we move on to the permanent storage. This is my light pad. It's from Tic Tac. I do have a dedicated review on this. I have really honestly only used it about 3 times, but when I've needed it. It's been a good little lay pad. I highly recommend this one. It is also linked down in the description box. These are two things that you guys will almost never see, and this is something we'll get to in a second. These are behind the scenes for videos. This is my, I gotta make sure, this is where I write down all my ideas. A beginner's guide to DPing. I'm still working on that series. I got a floss list for projects I want to do. I got a linen list, but this is where my ideas go. Our checklist. When I created my checklist, this is where I came up with, different things I wanted to add to it. Here is like an example of some information I write down when I do an unboxing. And I have one actually here from when I did Sylvanas 2.0 and the one from Evermoment. This is so I don't forget to give you information, but I almost always still do. This is my, gotta look, I don't want to give away anything good. I thought this was cute. Creativity Takes Courage, Abstract Crafter. And I particularly like this notebook because on one page on the back it says be inspired. Create something on the bottom of, so each page, it's the same. But I liked that one particularly because of that. And let's see, I want to find one for a video I've already done. Announcements would go somewhere there. Oh, well, this was just for the decal. So it tells me what I need to link down in the bottom. When I need to link, like 826, link channel 1 or whichever, Gwen or Wendy's, and then 846, link the second channel. And that's when I link into the eyes. Most of the time, after I filmed, I've thrown them out. But so here was the last drill with me I did, and I wrote down all the times that I needed to insert cards and what I needed to link in the bottom of the description box. So that's what this little book is for. And in the very back are every time I come across a channel that I want to add or how I want to run my drill with me's. That stuff's all in here. All the discussion stuff. That kind of stuff. Oh, see, this was from the giveaway where I started writing down and I realized I couldn't do it that way. I needed to put it into a spreadsheet. And this was when I was trying to see what would look good on camera. So yeah, these are very important, these two books. I also got my unboxing checklists, which are now going to be linked in the bottom of every post review and unboxing. Not these pages, the video that I went over these pages in. These were some mail that I got in today. This was from Diamond Dots. And the reason this says 3023 is because I noticed a little something. It said right here on the bottom, this was the cupcakes that I had requested drills for on 3 months ago. And they just came in the mail. Like the day before I filmed this. And it said shade 3023. So I looked through my little book and matched it up in my little guide that you'll see. And sure enough, that was the DMC. So if they're already using DMCs, why don't they just put them on the bags? I don't understand. And then I also thought we'd do an impromptu on drill unboxing. This is from Etsy. When you order from Diamond Drill USA, this is how they come. I've gotten them packaged 2 different ways now. The first one was in a holographic bag. This is the second time, but I thought it was just adorable. And this is for my Huracan butterfly. They didn't actually have the right color, so I just picked a color since I didn't get very far. It would be easy to take the 100 or so off that I already put on there. And I didn't want to open this until you guys got to see it. But this is how it got. I ordered 5,000. I haven't even seen this. So she gave me a little gift. Ooh, a little grippy. That can go with the rest of them. And then I had ordered 5,000. And I ordered them in Blanc. Because the actual color wasn't in stock. And she sells beautiful diamonds. Hardly any garbage. And they twinkle very nicely. So I am very happy with this. And you'll see in my book I'll show you what I got that these are for. I'll leave out a bag of them. Not that big. I didn't want to ruin that sticker. I'm a hoarder. I save everything. So, I wanted to show you these because of the next things you're going to see. And she always includes a cute little card. And I'm covering the coupon code. Because if you want that coupon code, you got to order yourself. So, I wanted to show you an example of a kit that was kitted up in this way and why I am moving away from it, because it is a shoebox and it takes up a lot of room. This is my Huacan butterfly and everything is kitted up. I don't normally do it this way with the things like that, but I was in a rush. I wanted to get working on it. So I'm actually going to transfer these into one of my other storage containers pretty soon, because this is just too big and I don't need these big containers for that project. So that is an example, and these will actually go in there. Where did I put them? I just had them. Are they hiding on me? Oh, right here. So these will actually go in here now, so that they will be with their little friends. The color is a little bit different, but it's okay. So we're going to leave this out. We're going to move this. Book number 1. These are the 3 books that I use. I gotta move something here. These are letters that Abstract Crafter got. And these are just extra symbols for when I go to kit this up. And anytime I've printed these, I've saved them. So all this is all my different inventory sheets that I've saved. And I used to make notes on them, but now I have a spreadsheet on the computer, so I don't do that anymore. Oops, we can't say that channel on, we can't say that store name on here, so I have to cover it. And then I started doing, when I printed, I usually print 3 and I'll put 2 in here. And 1 will go with the bag of drills, or I'll cut it up and put, if it's a big one, like I did for this one. And then I'll laminate it, and it will get taped onto my project, because this sticks, it does not stick to the canvas. If it does get like stuck on it, it comes right up. So sometimes I do that. And then there, of course, is my Bad Sylvanus, and that was me trying to figure out the price if I were to order them, and depending on the store, how much it would cost. One was $250. One was $60. That was too much. I wasn't willing. And here is the butterfly that I ordered these for. And my custom, so rainbow roses, and a whole bunch that you either haven't seen the unboxings for yet, or that I haven't filmed yet. I save a lot of my paper. This was from Rainbow Roses. It was a nice, clean sheet. And then that's just a template for, so I know what size to cut for these. It actually was the cardboard that came with this. These are the 2 Heaven and Earth designs that I want to do at some point. Amethyst Dragon and Spirit Wolf. So that is book number 1, all about my inventory sheets. Haven't kept up on it as much as I'd like to, but that's okay. So book number 2. We'll start with the smaller of the 2. This is for Bead Storage. And this is all my rounds. And I have these sheets that I had gotten. I'm going to forget the channel name, but it's linked in the original video in which I talked about these sheets. I do believe it was my very first craft haul video. I can link that. But this is all, so I check off if I have the number or whatever. And so these first ones are all DMCs. all the way up to these with these got the iridescent coatings on them. And I have, oh, yep, just a page of those. And as far as the 50, I did it on both sides. So that 3756 was the one that I needed to order that they didn't have. And I, as you can see, only have a very small amount. And these are rounds anyway, so I don't think I have it in the square. These are all my diamond dots. And I skipped a couple pages. So these are special gems that I have gotten from various projects. Diamond dots and Huacan. And these are my spare crystals. Now these are diamond dots. I tried to do them in rainbow order as best I could. These all need to get labeled with DMC numbers. And I will get to that eventually. The only ones that are really out of order are these back ones. And that was from Beauty. I just didn't want to move everything out and replace them. And then just some extra sheets. Next book, I had to upgrade to one that big. Oops, and I'm dropping some because I just did it upside down. Sweet. We'll put them away as we can. So, okay. So I still have not found a use for these. It's sad, really. I should just buy another pack so I can use them. And again, I have the same thing for squares. And these are, I started writing them out and then I realized I was missing a lot and I didn't want to do it anymore, so I stopped. In here I have my printed off sheets, which I don't need anymore. They never really were accurate. And here is all my squares. So 602 fell out, so we can put her back. And I can remember just about every company in which these diamonds belong to. If I really, sometimes I have to think about it, but. And some of them are just full, and that's from the one that I had to quit working on. 3756, I don't think I had any of those in square, and I don't. Oh yeah, I do. I see it. Okay. If I'm careful, they don't fall out. Where does 3041 go? Right there. See, these are two different die lots, which is why they're in different bags, so I have yet to compare them. I have a lot of comparing to do. I need to just sit down one day and do it. And it's just, I know it's going to be a lot of work, because I have a lot that need to be looked at. So, 3756, I didn't think I had any. There are some empty bags, because I did prep some. And then, as they came in, I didn't keep up on it. And so, therefore, yeah, this is all I have extra of 3756. So that wasn't enough to replace the bad ones that I got for my Huacan butterfly. Which is right here. And this is what I do. These are what I use the bigger bags for. And this is for what is too much to fit into there. And as you could tell, some of them are so plump that they need to be transferred. So these 310s are the rounds. These are diamond dots, and the reason I have them separate is because they're much sparklier. And you can't, the camera's making me a liar. In person, these are not as sparkly as the diamond dots, so I kept them separate. And then these are my square 310s that I have extra, besides having still a plump bag in there. And then I have some 5200s from Diamond Dots. And these two bags, I don't know why I kept them, because they are bad. Most of these, you can see by the reflection, most of these were concave. And this is one of the reasons I got the replacement dragon, and why I have an extra kit of him, because almost all of those are bad. And then these, I don't know if you'll be able to see the issue. Let's see if I can just take one out, shall we? Instead of fussing. We'll take a few out. Because I can see one right there. Alright. You see how this tab is hanging off of that? In there. Even if it doesn't seem like a whole lot of extra, they won't fit together on the canvas. And so I bought these instead, and as you can see, there's not really that much difference. So I don't think that these were 50, you know, in the bag, they look like 50, 37, 56. Let's turn that autofocus off. In the bag, they look like a dull white. But I still think the picture is going to look better with these ones. See, yeah, much, much nicer. I'm going to like it a lot better because those look more gray to me. You know, maybe that was the right color for that picture, but they didn't have any, so I couldn't replace them. And I didn't want to wait to get them from Who I Can. I didn't plan on doing another order from them anytime soon to have her just added into my next order. So, it's not that she wasn't willing to send them to me. I just wasn't willing to wait. And this didn't cost me that much to replace them on my own. Almost done, guys. Almost done. You're doing great hanging in there with me. So I just keep a sheet protector with a piece of paper in there for stabilization. And that's where I keep all these. And, you know, I keep these ones that are mostly garbage because there are still good ones in it. And someday when I'm really bored or in desperate need, maybe I'll dig through there and get what I need out of it. So, the only thing missing from these... Oh, stop being so rough. We'll put those away later, okay? We'll just stick them in front for now. Because this middle rung, they'd get stuck on it a lot. But it was free. I had it laying around. It had a bunch of, like, school work in there from when I homeschooled my daughter. And I got a new one, so I didn't need this one for that. Alright, so, books. This guy I just got, and you've seen this in my more recent haul, and I haven't started doing anything with it because the task at hand is huge. So if you're not familiar with one of these, it will give you every single number here in order, tell you which column it is. You come to the column, we'll match up your diamonds and see if they are the right fit, and I think I put those diamonds that I need to put with the Huacam stuff in here. And in fact, I am positive I did. I wanted to show you an example of how this little booklet worked. And you can see a stowaway in there. A little pink stowaway that also happens to be burnt. So, what you would do, ecru, or blanc, huh? Blanc. You'd come over, where's blanc? White blanc, number 18. Column 18. So, B52 is right there. White blanc is there. Does it match? It does. Perfect match. So, that's how that works. Like I said, you find it in this column. It tells you what row. You come over to the row. I don't know why they're separated in rows. I don't know if that's when they were released or if that's... I can't begin to tell you. So, there's that. I have one more book. It's not diamond painting, but it is cross stitch. And since diamond painting is started as a cross stitch, this is how it's done. I'm going to have to put my hand over the majority of the chart when it gets there. But what I've done is when I've finished a cross stitch, if it's small enough to fit, because this is just a mini guy, as you can see, it's not near as big as his big brother here. I put all the leftover materials, any relevant paperwork inside there, and that way, if for some reason I need it, then I have it. I have the colors in there in case something happens. And right now there's only 2 projects in there because I've only completed 2 as of now. And I'm trying to cover that as best I can. And then there's the laundry one, and there's nothing after that. So there will be more, and soon. So I only have 2 more things that I want to show you as far as supplies go. This is a very involved hobby, guys. So I saw these. I couldn't remember where I saw them, but I actually didn't really know about these. I knew about the single hanger, which I have to take you down to show you. And I went to go buy more, and then I saw this, which you'll see an example of. This is a second one that I bought because I needed more than one. It's getting bad, guys. It's getting bad. But you can hang 6 diamond paintings or 12 small ones. And this one is for smaller ones. The other one has my big ones on it. And I'm going to show you examples of that. Right, we're free. We're moving around. You also get to see an update of Tell Me Stories. I think it's coming along beautifully. Look at that color. Oh, yes. I love it. It's by far been my favorite one to work on. I just can't wait to get on and do more and more parts of it, but that's not why we're here. We're scrolling up. I had gotten this on something. I don't remember what. But I was like, you know what? Instead of putting this away every day, why don't I just hang it? So, this guy, we're going on a little field trip. And if you remember that is the bear. I don't know if you can see him in there. I just hang this right up there, and then it just hangs there. So, isn't that gorgeous? I can't wait. I've been busy making videos for you guys, so I didn't get to work on him much today. I can't wait. It's gonna be so cute. I can't wait. I can't wait. Here is how this guy works. This thing hangs. And like I said, I can get 6 pictures on there. And they got focus. Really nice rubber ends so they don't pinch the canvas. And I got 6 on there. And these clips are adjustable. I'll show you that in a minute. But we'll just unclip that. And you can see they slide back and forth. And I'm smushing it up under there. But they're really nice. You know, you don't have to... Oh, like... Come on, flatten yourself out. Be good. So yeah, that's how that one works. I'm going to pause so I can show you the next thing and get this thing hung up. And that's how it hangs, just right up there. And the second one will hang right next to it. So, alright. These are my portfolios. You watched me make this one. Try to go up as best as I can. It didn't hold up well because I didn't take my time in making it. But there are my completes. And it's working much better than the first one. So if you remember, we put some Velcro down on there. And up there. But as I told you might happen, it came right off. This is a lousy part of the video. But these are all where I keep all my completes. These are all waiting to be framed. I've only gotten 3 of them framed ever. And then in this guy, we have the ones, hopefully this will be empty soon. But these are the ones waiting to be worked on. You can see it, they're all going to get hung on that new hanger. Plus I have a couple more coming, but, so these, well, and if they're works in progress, they're in there too, because there's roly-poly that Haley's working on. There's my butterfly, hook and butterflies that I'm working on, right there. So, that is my updated, and we're going to kind of scurry over here. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. We're going to scurry over here, and you got to see the banana stand really quick. I'm putting you back on your home. So yeah, that's my supplies. I hope you guys liked that. I hope I covered everything well. If there's anything you want to see more in depth, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want to know where any of this stuff was purchased. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Have fun diamond painting, or cross-stitching, or crafting of any kind. I love you, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!